I prefer the group chats.
Group chats are good.
Yeah.
Group chats are a place for buddies.
Group chats are a place for buddies. You know, you got buddies in there riffing.
Can I say something about lurkers for a second?
Please.
Yeah.
Here's the issue, and I've talked about this before, is that let's say it's a blank profile, or there's a profile, maybe it's usually like a photo of a cat, bio says like, I don't know, their astrological sign, it's usually nothing of substance, 0 followers. Those are the people that like to slide into women's DMs. Oh. And they will ask to meet.
Really?
Oh my God. I have said to like my other female friends, like, we need to make an art exhibit of the DMs that we get, because it is absolute absurdity. They will be no information on their accounts. Hey, can I take you out for dinner?
Well, are they burner accounts that are made just to DM?
No, like these are people's full gigs.
Wow.
And it's like, sorry, Jim 87395. Like
numbers.
And the worst is when I'm like, all right, send me a photo of you. Maybe tell me anything. And then they go, let's just get to know each other first.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
What a move.
That's tough.
Just say you're ugly.
Yeah. Time to chat. I'm here to chat. You know, you can see what I look like later.
Yeah, be a man and put your mug up on YouTube with a couple of your buddies, you know, and try to be funny and for 18 followers.
That's right.
At least, you know, at least put yourself out there.
Incredible. Well, I mean, I have a Lurkers account, but it is, I guess I have some tweets on there. And I've been following the same people for like the last 10 years.
Well, but you don't DM women.
I don't DM women.
And that's the difference.
I don't think I ever have. But
I mean, dating on Twitter is huge. Like
people are straight up dating on that Twitter.
No, oh my God, I know way too many people who have found relationships vis-a-vis.
Oh, well, let me tell you something about dating on Twitter. And it has to do with this next tweet.
That brings us to our next tweet.
Let's go.
So I'm in a group chat with two people who got married, met in the group chat. Well, they sort of knew each other before the group chat, but they started dating in the group chat, got married, and then like everybody from the Twitter group chat went to the wedding. And it was the most fun weekend, honestly, I've ever had. It was great. We all met each other pretty much for the first time at the wedding. It was incredible.
Was there like a theme to the chat, or it was just like people?
There was sort of a theme.
Chat.
It was really like some other group chat had like fallen apart, and one of the people was just like, "Hey, I'm starting a new chat. Does anybody want to join?" And people just it was a lot like how you made your group chat. Actually, you're just like you just posted like, "Hey, I'm making a group chat," and then people like replied, and then you add the people who replied, and then there you go. It's like
you got to be careful. It's a dangerous game. Group chats are a dangerous game you're playing.
No, I know. I've been in some bad ones.
Do you know the lore, the spreadsheet lore? Are you familiar?
I heard something about spreadsheet lore in the
some wicked group chat.
Oh, this is history. This is history. So and you've got the founder here. I had made it that said, because so many, like if you're a hot man on Twitter specifically and you show face, you kind of get your pick of the litter. It's a lot easier to access the hot women. So I said that I think that all the women need to unionize. And people were like, yes. So I made a group chat and I just started adding people in it. Just hot women on the internet.
Women only, though.
I never have predicted what would happen, which is that girls fight. Girls do, in fact, fight, and they don't get along. And I had no idea the like background of whatever, but people decided, let's make a spreadsheet of the men from the internet who were dangerous.
Oh, I remember that. I've heard about this. This was a while back, I think. This has happened again recently, but I remember this one. No,
we just had our year anniversary.
Okay, yeah. I think I remember this, the toxic male.
And, of course, it got leaked because you can't have anything good. The amount of men that DM'd saying, am I on this spreadsheet? Well, do you think you have a reason? Did you do something bad to get on the spreadsheet? It is since all of the women, the infighting, there's 20 of us left. There's 20 of us left. That started at around 120. So that's the
Wow.
history.
They got mad at each other,
Oh, yeah.
Infighting,
hurt feelings.
separatists.
Yeah, splinter groups, sex.
You hate to see it.
Yeah,
High
yeah,
school.
yeah, exactly.
But then even in my own brat brigade chat, people be acting up.
Well, one of the aspects of having buddies is exposing yourself to your buddies and things that your buddies might not like or appreciate, and so they might lash out against you, for being who you are, if they don't like certain things you say or do. And even though you are buddies, you have to sort of go to the territory. You might fight with your buddies. You might come to disagreements. You might come to blows. At the end of the day, we're all still buddies here, and we've all had our fights. We've all had disagreements between the three of us. I've yelled at you.
Yeah, you told me you didn't want me to play that same fucking Grinder Man song again.
I told you not to play that song again, or I was gonna leave. Yeah, so I think that infighting is kind of natural when it comes to any kind of buddy group situation. I was in
Yeah.
a group chat with John originally, and
Oh, don't bring this up.
yeah, John's the only one left.
We've had enough group chat drama.
Yeah. So I think it kind of goes with the territory. It kind of goes with being a buddy, having a buddy. Having a buddy means being vulnerable, and being vulnerable to attacks, and having to put up your defenses. But I think dropping your defenses is something that goes with having a buddy.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you, Aaron.
Spoken as
Thank you,
someone
Aaron.
who it seems like recently went through something.
I guess that was about 5 years ago now.
Okay, all right. I was like, there's something in mind there.
There's always something in mind.
Yeah,
with this guy.
we've had a pretty solid group for a few years now, but there's been flame wars. There's been mean things said, not by me.
I think that if
Yeah,
you're
right.
on the internet, like there's a part of
lurking.
you that isn't normal.
Yeah,
And that's okay. Like there's a part of you that is longing for connection in a greater capacity, like than what I guess real life is giving you. And it's also a lot of the people who are comfortable speaking out into the void. That's a specific type of personality. So then when you collect all these people into these spaces, you have to think about the types of people that are coming together. And usually, me included, there's some crazies in there. I think the website, especially now, due to its like social grace downfall, the people that are still left, I think that there's something there. That's the beginning of a theory.
Yeah, all the respectable people have left Twitter, I think, at this point. So,
and I'm just lurking now.
yeah.
Like 10 years ago, I was tweeting.
Same.
Now I'm
Same.
just lurking.
Yeah, by being on Twitter now, you're like sort of complicit in Elon Musk's,
Yeah.
you
Even if you don't pay for it.
misbehavior. I
guess
don't know.
we're looking
Maybe
at-
that's not true.
We're looking at the ads.
I guess honestly, the only reason I'm still on there is because of my group chats.
Yeah.
Like I made some like true friends on Twitter. And the other side of it, I think, is like you don't really get to pick like. Well, I mean, you do get to pick like where you live, but like you go to school, you don't really get to pick your classmates, and and then you don't really get to pick your neighbors in your neighborhood, and like especially where I'm from in Louisiana, like I didn't always like have a lot of like cool people around. So I'd go on the internet and I'd find people that I like, especially when I lived in a small town.
People who like punk rock music.
Yeah, like you couldn't
Get out of
find
this
it.
town.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was 12, 13, 14 years old running a Hunger Games Tumblr blog like the Navy. Like it was insane. It was so deeply serious to me.
Strict, disciplined, a little gay.
Tumblr.
Yeah.
I was never on.
I remember that.
Well, it is Pride Month.
Well, anyway, speaking of group chats and getting married in a group chat, this next tweet is by my good buddy Michael, who was a really good artist too, by the way. So check out his art if you get a chance. But it's Michael at Killing My Ass. Mm-hmm. In 2013 in college, I had my senior solo show, and I did an 8-foot tall drawing of two guys with their dicks stuck in a Chinese finger trap. And everyone was like, oh, wow, what a powerful image, etc. But I just made it because it was funny, LOL.
It is funny.
Nice.
That's a bit.
It's a great image.
That's funny.
That's a bit stolen from Eric Andre's prank movie.
Which movie?
Maybe it independently arrived at this.
I think we've all thought about it, you know.
I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah.
That's true.
The ultimate docking experience.
Bad Trip,
2 dick enter,
Bad trip.
1 dick leave.
2021.
That's from 2021. Okay.
Okay, well, we're going to have to research this.
We're going to have to
Yeah.
watch that together.
Yeah, check this out. Okay, we got another couple tweets to get through here. The next one is Egg at Oceanfearer. Calling my friend who hates me and whispering 7 days because I'm blocking them in 7 days.
Like The Ring, 7 days. It's a good movie. Lady in the TV screen. Well, it reminds me of the Ring movie,
Yeah.
which I loved. I'm on
I
record
guess
as
there
loving
was
that
a
movie.
whispery thing, a whispery threat in that movie.
They called you on the phone and said 7 days, just like in the movie, and just like in that tweet.
Okay.
Yeah, but instead of dying in 7 days, you get blocked. Which blocked by my buddy, well, that's a fate worse than death.
That's even more painful.
Got there.
I like knowing where John's head's at.
I want to know
He's a visionary guy.
the mind of my buddy. He's got. I know he thinks. Like I've never doubted that. Like I know he has. I know
Yeah,
he
there's
thoughts.
thoughts in there.
Yeah, and you're a very thoughtful person. So it is good to kind of delve deep and see what are you thinking. You know, what kind of thoughts do you have, and how can I learn them and understand you better?
I've never had a single thought.
Oh, no, that's a shocker.
Damn.
That's a shocker. I thought for sure you had thoughts. I've seen your tweets, and you have to think to make them.
Yeah, no. My tweets are just things that I think about in the
moment.
shower or whatever, and
Yeah,
it's never funny.
yeah. Well, it might not be funny, but
just
it's still
weird.
your thoughts. They're still there. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
okay, I guess I do have thoughts.
I mean, do you visualize your thoughts as text, or just as like colors?
It's like a voice. There's like a little voice in there, I guess.
Yeah.
That like talks.
Really?
It's like, hey,
Yeah,
That's like more auditory type thing.
yeah.
And
Is that not how your thoughts work? Doesn't that sound like a voice in there? Like,
I don't really have a monologue. I think more just in abstract. That sounds insane, but like I just know.
in colors, and in
No,
shapes
no
and
colors.
visions.
so you just like you don't hear words in your head.
If I'm like practicing something to say out loud, but no.
There's no monologue. Oh, interesting.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You have a monologue, John?
Yeah, it's like right now it's saying like cats should be called Tudor bears.
Yeah. See,
it's time for my
Yeah.
noodles.
Yeah,
My
it's
special noodles.
It's time for me and my special noodles.
it's time for me and my evening noodle. Yeah. Some things you just sort of think. I mean, I think I've always had a monologue ever since I was a kid. It's like, oh, I'm always thinking, you know, words in my head on like a book on a page. It's just floating around up there.
Like a whole movie script.
The whole
Just-
movie script, yeah.
Just piled
People
in
are
there.
acting out the words, and that's how the thoughts come to be. And I just don't tweet them.
What's this?
Well, you should.
What's this abstract style of thought that you have going on? Is it able to be described?
I went to my therapist once and said, I'm scared I'm not thinking. And
Okay.
he said, no, you are. And I said, okay. But
Nice.
I said,
Reassuring.
okay. But I think it's probably a like severe ADHD thing, that there's just so much going on there that it's hard to parse out. But I just like know. On God, dead ass.
It's funny how your thoughts are like if there was a person that I knew that spoke to me in the way that my inner monologue speaks to me, like I would never be friends with them.
Really, like saying mean things about you.
Well, not really like mean, like hateful.
Using
things.
racist accents?
Just like, please shut up.
Yeah, talking too much.
Yeah. What are you going on about now? Like, can you just stop?
Yeah,
please?
sometimes I have to tell my thoughts to shut up. Like,
Well, that's
stop.
like the best trick that you can do, which is to identify that your thoughts are thoughts. Like instead
The
of
thoughts.
hearing yourself say, I'm being dumb, like I'm dumb, you reframe it as I'm having the thought that I'm dumb because then it kind of
Well, that's
it
clever.
creates
That's
distance
good.
from you.
I like that.
Thanks,
That's
I'm going to
good.
charge you $800.
Damn.
Sometimes I'll say, "Oh,
I knew there was a catch to this.
we're being dumb. This is a dumb thing that we're doing right now." And then the we is me and my thoughts. It's like, "Oh, this is stupid. Come on, dude."
Yeah, or have you ever had the thought like you're sort of you're talking to yourself and then you're like saying like for example, oh, I should go have that donut, and then there's another voice who's like, probably don't need a donut right now, like I already had a donut, and then you kind of stop and you're like, wait, which one is me and who's the other person? Like am I just disagreeing with my own self, or is there like another, like is there a voice of reason, like the angel and the devil? Which one is me? Am I the angel or the devil?
You're the union. You're the synthesis of your angel and demon, man. You're all of it.
Well,
Contain
usually,
multitudes.
like, what's not, what's in your unconscious that's like you're repressing and defending against? What about like why are you preventing yourself from eating that donut? Why are you shaming yourself?
I've got a calorie count to keep into consideration.
Yeah, we all have our calorie counts in one way or another.
Yeah. You only get so many, and then that's it. You die one day.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so this next tweet has one like, one retweet, and one bookmark, which is all from me. So I don't think anyone else in the world has seen this tweet. So
Here we go.
Niche.
Debut.
Dimness Sager at Arch Animals. My eyes were large, sleepy apples.
That's
Sounds like
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's
it
kind of
sounds
poetic.
like a haiku. I like it.
It feels like it's some kind of poem, like meant to evoke
Yeah.
some imagery. Do you see the apples in your head whenever you read that?
Well, I can just like, he's so sleepy that they're like apples. Like apples are like way bigger and heavier than eyeballs.
Yeah,
And so
my eyeballs anyway.
Uh-huh. You felt that.
Yeah.
maybe it's like a simile
If you had
or a metaphor.
apples for eyeballs, would you eat your eyeballs?
Yes.
No, but you'd have to protect them.
If they were oranges, I would.
if you had a
Yeah.
cat or a dog, you would have to be vigilant against
Yeah.
them eating your eyes.
Or
Would
to
you
get
eat-
rotten.
That'd be a tough life
Yeah. Would you eat your buddies' eyeballs if your buddies had apples for eyeballs?
if offered.
If offered, yeah, I probably would.
Only
too.
if offered.
Put some honey on it, I guess.
Starving, man. You got anything to eat around here? And you're just like salivating at your buddy's eyes.
Yeah, it's like that cartoon where you're like the two characters are really hungry, like are on a boat or in a desert, and one of them is like hallucinating. The other one's head like turns into a pizza or turns into a turkey, and like I'm just really hungry and bored, and I'm just hallucinating that your eyeballs turn into apples. And then I go like, whoa, what? And then you just actually do have apples for eyeballs. Like, oh, okay. That's my old buddy, Apple Eye.
Oh,
It
apple eye.
depends. It depends on the level of relationship. Someone might go for the apple of my eye, and I
right.
might say, "Hey, we're not there.
Yeah.
Like we haven't had that. What are we talk? So you're overstepping your bounds."
Yeah.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, let's
Consent,
clarify.
please.
Yeah, get that spoon out of my eye.
Apple of my eye.
The
Good
what-
one. That's true.
Are we talk?
There's a cultural connection between apples and eyes already.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
hip to it.
Well, they might have been referencing that on the tweet, the apple of my eye.
Yeah,
No.
maybe so. I mean, there's a lot there.
There's so much there.
Yeah, it's like your sweetheart, right? Oh, you're the apple of my eye. My buddy,
Are we in AP Lit? Like,
probably. I'm supposed to be an English teacher. The ultimate answer to the question, what are we, could be, we're buddies. Oftentimes when I'm asking that question, what are we, to someone else, the answer is inevitably we're buddies. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can't go wrong there.
Can't go wrong there. It's pretty much always true every time I ask it. But I consider myself buddy to all, and
Even Elon Musk?
I don't know. I don't know Elon Musk, but everyone I know is my buddy, I think.
Okay.
But if I met Elon Musk, I'd probably say, cut it out, give away your wealth, and if you didn't do it,
I
that's
love an enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like let's spice it up. Like if you and your buddies having a common enemy, there's no conversation that will end.
It's
you will
powerful.
always have something to talk about.
Do we have any common enemies between the three of us?
Talking shit is the best. That's true. How are you going to do that if everyone's your buddy?
Yeah, I guess.
You got to talk a little shit, right?
Well, I could probably make a guy up to get mad at. You know,
Oh,
Well,
that's so sweet.
I usually do that.
That's
I
real
get mad
sweet.
at someone.
I think we can agree that Adolf Hitler is like a common enemy.
Yeah, but he's
For us.
dead. He's been dead for like 80 years.
It's a different thing. I don't know.
It's true.
Who else you got? Wish we could find the Hitler of today.
We really don't ever talk shit together, I don't feel.
We don't. We never
Yeah,
talk shit.
pretty wholesome situation we've got going. Unless it's about, well, no. Yeah, I don't think we do.
Like talking a little bit of shit about each other, I guess.
Yeah, there's some ball busting.
Yeah, a little bit of ball busting. My buddy's balls.
Codependence.
Give me those balls. They need some time apart. Separating your buddy's balls from.
This is a really unhealthy relationship. You need some space.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we don't have any much shit to talk about, but we have I guess Elon Musk can be the Hitler of today that we can gang up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only there was someone else. Someone more orange.
Yeah. Trump, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Orange Trump? We could team up on hating Donald Trump. That Cheeto.
You know, there's a really good tweet about, and I like to do this at least once every episode. Try to recite a tweet from memory.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, y'all are concerned about the White Lotus, but you need to be focused on the Orange POTUS.
The Orange POTUS.
And this tweet came out like 2022, and then all these rip-off copycats came out.
I hate when people copy. I've mentioned that before. I had a
Oh, I hate
tweet stolen
copiers.
of mine, and it was okay. So you know those books where it was like they cut things in the middle and it showed you what the insides were, and it would be like a
Fold-outs.
ship. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, I'm hearing yeses. I tweeted something about that, like being like, "Oh, this is Bible." Someone did this, took it verbatim, viral.
This is
Mine,
Bible.
Did numbers?
Did numbers, and I messaged, and I was like, "I know you, like, hello."
Get their ass. Did you get them?
No, they obviously they're not going to face the consequences.
They ignored the consequences. They ignored.
There should be like a civil court for Twitter crimes because there's a
Yeah.
lot, and there needs to be a special dedicated
But it's
place
also like, what
to
did
get
they
justice.
get? Attention.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we have community guidelines now.
That's something.
Could you go that way? Could you do a community note? This tweet was originally written by me.
That would be funny.
I'd say that like my priority is reporting the anti-Semitism I face constantly, but that's just me.
Yeah, more
So
important
like
things.
that
to
would be
community
low
note.
on the totem pole, but I
Also
don't think they would take it
important.
seriously.
Yeah.
I fear.
But we had this.
We don't have all the answers. Not yet.
So what Twitter needs is more like, I guess, some kind of protection against copiers. You know, we had someone saying they're married to every wife last week,
We did.
and I've been saying that shit for years.
We did. We had someone saying last week that, well, we shared a tweet last week. Beautiful women are my wife.
Beautiful women are my wife.
And it's from an account that we all, I believe, respect a lot, or we did. So, and we kind of need we need to address this from last week because we shared the tweet and we expressed our concerns with it. But I think we were fair, and
I love that damn tweet.
it was a good tweet, know, but it was our idea first. So anyway, I heard back from this man. His name is Rock and Roll Photos at Yes It's My Account, and this is what he said after watching our episode last week. I started watching this, and you guys were talking about setting alarms, so I clicked randomly to 10 minutes in, and you're still talking about alarms and sleeping habits. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds like us, all right.
That's nice.
That's what's up.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's
I,
nice.
I think that there's a tone there.
Oh yeah, there's a tone there.
I think he's taking a tone with us.
A tone of respect.
I don't know. I think it feels like maybe Twitter beef.
You think he wants to beef?
Yeah,
think
I think this could be Twitter beef.
All right, let's get into it. We do need someone to hate, don't we? To talk shit about.
So
We haven't talked shit
She's
about
been,
anybody.
she's been saying that.
Yeah,
I've always said that.
maybe if we had like a common enemy, it would bring us closer.
yeah.
And maybe that common enemy is rock and roll
Sounds
photos.
like, yeah, you just signed up for it.
Rock and roll
So-
photos.
So okay, he says this, and I don't know how to take it. I didn't love the tone. So then I go over to his page, and I start looking for a funny tweet. I was like, well, I'll share another funny tweet. You know, maybe I can put this back together. And I couldn't find a single funny tweet on the man's page. I finally see a funny tweet, and it made me laugh. But I realized it was just something that he reposted from Old Friend 99,
Great account.
which was Daniel Day-Lewis remained in character at all times when shooting There Will Be Blood. He insisted on being called Daniel.
That's a good one. That's right. His name's Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel Plainview was the character. I
That's
believe.
right. He's also Daniel Day-Lewis.
So I'm thinking, that's the only shot this guy has at being funny is just retweeting Old Friend 99.
I don't believe it.
Hey, times are tough, babe. The tariffs,
That's right. They're taxing all my good tweets.
Oh hell.
What am I saying?
What am I saying? Listen to me. Rock and Roll Photos is one of my favorite accounts.
I love that account. I really don't want to hate rock and roll photos.
I don't want to hate him either.
I've loved it for
No,
years.
I want an enemies to lovers arc.
That's right. We just had.
Okay, you know what?
I love that rock
You
and
know
roll
what?
photos.
I'm squashing this Twitter beef right
Squashing
now.
it.
It's over.
Killed
Rock
in
and
its
Roll
infancy.
Photos, if you're out there, stop beefing with us. We're calling a truce. And
I love his drumming.
And as you're an amazing drummer,
Great drummer.
great drummer, and we want this to end. I'm sure you want it to end too. This is stressful for everyone.
We were all stressed out about this.
Oh, yeah.
As a token, here's a tweet by you that we'll put up on the screen right now. That's really funny, just to show that we care and we respect what you're doing. So the tweet is, "I can't remember how to wear jeans."
Oh man, I would hate. I would hate to forget how to wear jeans.
Imagine.
I love wearing my jeans.
Yeah.
I can help you remember to wear jeans. I've been wearing jeans my whole damn life.
That's a real friend.
Jeans to the beach, jeans to the gym.
You do wear jeans at the beach, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
remember that time you got like crabs in your
I got
pockets?
crabs in my pockets and wearing my jeans at the beach. Little hermit crabs. I cooked them and ate them.
May I introduce shorts?
I couldn't wear them, no. I have to wear jeans.
I've never seen his legs.
No one's seen my legs.
Shorts are in, babe. Shorts are in.
I know. I should wear them.
You should get shorts.
I need someone to teach me how to wear shorts. Forgotten. I haven't worn them since I was young. Since I was a
You
little
might say you
kid.
forgot how to wear shorts.
Forgot how to wear shorts.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, speaking of Old Friend 99, which is another account
Great
I think
guy.
that we all
Yes.
really like a lot. I just want to share. This is an older tweet, but it's such a good tweet. I just wanted
Oldie
to
but a
share.
goodie.
Yes, oldie but goodie. Old Friend 99 at Old Friend 99. You can still be a fan of Jared Fogel's weight loss.
It's not said often enough. It's true.
You got to
It's
separate
true.
the art from the artist, you
You
know?
have to.
And when he lost that weight, it was a huge inspiration. Not so much the other stuff.
Nice.
Oh, what a journey.
Okay. I think we got time for one more tweet.
Please.
Okay. Sitting on the toilet and puking at Tom on here.
Another great account.
Can someone draw me some Simpsons and make it super sexy?
We need somebody to draw some custom Simpsons.
Nice.
Could someone draw Barton some jeans, please?
Forgot how to draw
Margin some
jeans.
skinnies.
Get him out of those shorts and put him in some jeans.
Rule 34, babe.
Yeah, just putting jeans on everybody. That's what I want to see.
I actually think it's hotter the more covered you are.
Yeah. I want to wrap the world in jeans. I like to buy the world some jeans.
JB, do y'all have gene therapy out there?
Is that a store, a medical procedure?
It's a, yeah, it's a store called Gene Therapy.
Oh, I gotta go to gene therapy.
Is it like brands of jeans, or is it like their own? Is it like Levi's?
Maybe it's a brand called Gene Therapy. I don't know.
What would that medical intervention look like? What could gene therapy be?
Gene therapy and shit. I don't know.
I gotta go to gene therapy.
You're doing a thing. Oh yeah, GENE. Got it. Okay.
Oh, Gene.
Oh,
Yeah.
gene therapy, like gene splicing.
She's a machine.
Yeah.
She's posting
She's a
in real
poster.
time.
Brilliant.
All right.
my-
Anyway.
Out there.
Anyway.
No, we do not have that. Nor do I think that would be my cup of tea. But I'm not going to yuck your yum.
Yes.
Okay.
So they say. Should I go to gene
well, thank you
therapy
for
to
that.
get out of these jeans?
Yeah, maybe like the idea is like you go there to shop and it's like therapy.
Yeah, like
Oh,
You need shorts therapy though.
I need shorts
That's what you
therapy
need.
because
You
I'm
don't-
too attached to my jeans.
Yeah.
They need to take me to shorts therapy. Just cut off a little bit of jean at a time.
Yeah, it's condition acclimation
treatment.
training.
Exposure therapy, yeah.
Exactly.
Arrested Development, never nudes.
That's right.
Eventually, it's like, oh god, I don't know if I can make it. They just shove me in the pool of shorts. Learn how to swim.
No, we should do that every week that we get together. You've got like another
Another inch off
inch
my
of
jean.
fabric removed from your jeans, and we can support you emotionally as you.
I'm getting
as you
taller.
kind of try it out every week.
Yeah.
You know.
You can literally see the gradient on his thighs.
Yeah.
Keith got married.
Oh, Keith got married.
That was a big deal. It's been a while since we chatted.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Yep.
He married his wife.
Eloped to Vegas 2 weekends ago.
Yeah. How was Vegas?
That was great.
Yeah, just seeing those bright lights that they have there.
Yeah, there were bright lights there.
It's like,
Did you do it in the little like Elvis chapel a la Honora style?
like an Honora.
It was a little like that. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that exact chapel, but it was
You went to a little chapel.
It was very small. Yeah, just my dad came, my stepmom, me, and my wife, and it was kind of like that. It was cute.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Over and done within an hour. Got the photos, got the efficient. Out the door.
How long were you in Vegas for?
4 days and 4 nights.
Did you do any gambling? Shoot some dice?
Did some gambling. Yeah, played cards. Didn't do so great.
Did you play your cards right?
I guess not. No, I guess I didn't know when to hold them and fold them. I guess
No.
you might say. I'm not sure.
You
We
heard
played your
of
cards right with that wife, I tell you. We all love the hell out of
Oh
her.
yeah, she's a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's one gamble that paid off.
Have you
Nice.
heard of the hotel in Las Vegas or the casino called the Bellagio?
I have.
Yeah.
That's my stepdad is very into Las Vegas, so we had a dog who recently passed named Bellagio. We used Bella for short, but I believe that Bellagio was her God-given name, and I don't want to erase her Las Vegas identity.
That's right. That beautiful
Just think
dog.
now you'll think about that when you go to the sacred site.
I love that.
That great hotel.
Yeah.
Bellagio. Bellagio the dog.
Bella.
Bella. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
dog. Yeah.
Very ill dog.
Love that hotel, though. I'll tell you that much. It's great. I've never been, but I hear it's nice.
Are you in love? How did you know you were in love?
I feel like it's about. I mean, for me and my wife, like we have really good communication, and it's like a kind of thing where we don't have to be into the same stuff. We don't have to be doing the same thing. It's like we're pretty independent, but we love and support each other and want the best for each other. And I don't know. It's just we've been together 7 years, and I've never questioned it. It's a good thing. Pretty lucky.
Yeah, she's really funny and cool.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, she's
That
a good
helps.
one.
Good. Love wins.
Love
That's
wins.
right. What else happened in
Wish I had
Vegas?
something funny to say there. You know, I couldn't.
Oh, thank you for being
Could, you know, that's all I could do is play it straight.
Yeah, God forbid we be like, I don't know, healthy masculine types ever.
Yeah, I guess I just tried it out just now. Felt pretty good.
I think it looked great.
And you're a good ally not getting straight married during Gay Pride Month.
Yeah.
That could have been a disaster if you waited a couple more weeks.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. That was how we picked the date.
Yeah. Did anything of note happen in Vegas while you were there? Did you see a coyote or anything?
Roadrunner.
No creatures,
No.
no fauna.
No cartoon animals.
No.
What did we see? We happened upon like a weird hardcore show.
Yeah.
I think we sent you a video of that.
I did see
Actually,
that video,
you said it
yeah.
was none of your business.
I said
You weren't that interested in it.
It's not my kind of hardcore.
Like a sex show, like kind of like at the
No. It was like a
Happened upon
No, not hardcore
like a punk
sex.
music
Oh,
type of
oh,
thing.
sorry.
hardcore music. Yeah.
Hey, it's a fair question. You
Yeah.
gotta clarify. No, I don't know what. I mean, went to the Sphere. That was cool.
What'd you see in there?
That was my dad got us tickets to that as our
Yeah.
I don't know thing. It was like a hour-long nature doc type thing called Postcards from Earth.
Okay.
It was actually directed by Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah.
It was cool.
Did you feel pretty good about Earth and like the animals and the plants and all that shit?
Yeah, I feel good about Earth. I think we've got a good thing going.
It's
and
the best planet.
I think we're on our way.
Yeah.
I think I can't think of anything that we should be concerned about.
I mean, when I imagine seeing that in the Sphere was quite amazing.
It was cool.
You know,
very
whenever I
cool.
see like nature documentaries and I see images of animals and videos of animals like going about their business and hanging out, it's like, man, this is so cool. We have all these animals around, and they're like just right out there. You know, so
It's
the
all out-
Earth is amazing.
It's all out there, brother.
Yeah.
They had like a climate, like a whole thing in there too. There's like a scene with a big storm over the Serengeti,
Yeah.
and there's like wind and stuff like moving in the room and like
Really?
smells like
4D
humid,
environment.
Like it was it was a whole thing. It was cool.
So
So
they-
it became like
finally have,
humid
like-
or something.
They have like smell vision now.
they got
smelling
some
the
stuff
ape
figured out,
shit.
man. Only in Vegas.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It
You know,
was
John
rad,
Waters
right?
was the first to do that, right? Did you guys?
Brought out a
John Waters?
scratch and sniff to one of his movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Polyester. There was a scratch and sniff card that you would get, and of course he's disgusting. you
Yeah.
know, so
Outrageous, man.
yeah. So like somebody
what
would
was the movie that you scratched and sniffed for?
polyester.
Polyester, right?
That like a horror? I don't know. I'm not familiar.
John Waters.
70s movie?
Pink flamingos. Polyester. What were his? He's just this
Crybaby.
Well, hey, it's Pride Month, so
Yeah.
You
Should
know,
talk about John Waters
John
on Pride
Waters.
Month. He's a gay icon.
but he's disgust. His movies are disgusting.
His movies are outrageous.
Yeah.
And sometimes he uses disgust for outrage.
So like in the
So it
movie,
smell icky.
Yeah.
yeah. So if like in the movie somebody took their shoes off, and then there's a little like symbol at the bottom of the screen like scratch number 1, and then you scratch it and it smells like bad feet.
And you're
Okay,
like,
no, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's John Waters. He's
Yeah.
gross. So,
and you
but-
get that little extra immersion into the film.
but he's an innovator.
That's right. They're using his ideas in the Sphere in Vegas.
They really are.
They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Keith, did anything happen in Vegas that you'd like to have stayed there? That you're going to tell us about right now?
He wouldn't. He couldn't say.
Well, I guess that's
Yeah,
a
they'll
joke.
kind of break the age-old, the pact
Yeah.
that Vegas goers have.
Yeah.
I can't tell you everything.
Might as well.
You say might as well. Huh?
Might as well just say it.
Might as well.
What should have stayed in Vegas that you're about to tell us right now?
His wife.
Okay, now.
Come on, buddy.
Take my wife.
Easy, buddy.
Please take her.
Oh my God! Imagine going to Vegas to get married and you just leave your wife in Vegas, going through all the trouble.
What a mess.
What a mess that
I
would
didn't
be.
mean it. I just thought it would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, you should bring your wife back from your trips in general.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to be said, I feel.
Well, I mean,
It's
it's just
kind of one of
you go somewhere with your wife, you got to bring her back. That's what I say.
I actually go and get my wives while I'm on trips, like for example in Thailand. And so I find her there and then I bring home or Russia.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes you go
Oh, so
somewhere.
you go
alone,
without a wife, but you return with one.
come back with a wife.
That's better than I've ever done on a trip,
Because
other than this
I-
past one, I guess.
I promise a better life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
You save
love
on
that.
airfare.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So you went to Vegas a single man and came back a husband.
it's true.
Found a wife in Vegas.
It's true. That's a fact.
Incredible.
Had some good food there.
You got steak. Some crab.
I don't know if I had a steak, honestly.
Some
I know
lobster.
that disappointing to you, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of things you got in Vegas. Could have got roast chicken.
Yep, those are the two.
You could have got a duck.
Everything else is vegetables.
Some duck breasts.
No, the best thing we had was a Japanese. Went to like an omakase place,
The sushi
really small place.
experience, yes,
and
yes.
like you said at the bar, I'm watching prepare it.
I
and
really,
stuff.
I
It
really
was
do.
cool.
I do want to do one of those.
It was a good situation.
Love a good omakase.
Yeah, I
Can
got to
I
Vegas.
hate on for sushi? Like, if you are the type of person who's like, "Oh, I want a Philadelphia roll, cream cheese," grow up. Like you're
Grow
being,
up.
I
Grow up.
genuinely like. Sorry, you're being a baby.
Cowboy
Oh,
up,
Baby
as we
food.
say in Texas.
sweet
Cowboy up.
potato roll.
I don't know, but I don't really fuck around with the rolls anymore myself.
No,
I think
You
I
don't-
think I've grown up off of that.
Oh, sorry, didn't know that was an immaturity thing, and I'm looking forward to aging and then getting into that headspace.
Yeah, I'm much more into the nigiris now, but the omakase
Damn.
experience would be pretty dope too.
damn.
I mean, I'm adventurous with sushi. I'll eat anything, like sea urchin.
The urchin is amazing.
Give it to me. Whatever.
Uni.
Mackerel, I don't care. Give it all to me. But a crunchy roll, I'm sorry, or like a shrimp tempura roll, it's good. I mean, it's not real.
Like a rainbow roll.
It's
That's
for
the worst.
no. I like a crunchy roll. You don't like a good crunchy roll? I mean, I like pizza. You know,
Let's go get some sushi
I like
after
chicken
this.
nuggets. I like crunchy rolls. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just want junk food.
I like the soft shell
I
crab.
like the
crunchy roll.
Toro. You like soft shell crab? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Classic.
Sorry, I'm like grocery store sushi, like Whole Food sushi. Hear me out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I have to say. It's good.
That's it.
You've had it? I think
Yeah.
I've had it. Yeah, I've had the grocery store sushi before. I had a good time. Ate it in the car, right in the parking lot. Well, it's fresh.
Oh yeah,
exactly
fresher the
what I do.
better.
Yeah, that's car sushi to me.
You know, if you eat it before you make it to the register, you don't even have to pay for it.
That's what I call
Think
sushi.
about that.
That's what I call sushi theft.
Yeah. Think about that.
That's a sushi crime.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
thank you for
coming.
calling
For
in.
coming on.
Yeah.
It has been awesome. I feel. Can I say that I am a buddy?
Absolutely.
Totally.
Without question.
I mean, as soon as anyone I talk to is basically a buddy. But this has been an especially fruitful buddy culture experience.
Yay! Y'all
Maybe,
are
maybe you had all these fruitless years dating when what you really should be looking for is buddies.